Bangladesh uphold impartiality in law enforcement. UN reports find security forces commit human rights violations with impunity. The interim government in Bangladesh should ensure that security forces act with neutrality and respect the rule of law to prosecute political violence. Human Rights Watch said today a United Nations report has found that law enforcement agencies, including the police, border guards, rapid action battalion, and intelligence agencies, had engaged in serious human rights violation to contain the protest that in August 2024 led to the ouster of the former repressive government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. An interim government led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus has pledged security sector reform. However, it has deployed security forces, including the military, for Operation Devil Hunt, arresting nearly 2,000 people, mostly supporters of Hasina's deposed Awami League government. Bangladesh is politically polarized after decades of repression by the Awami League government. But the authorities should not repeat mistakes of the past and should instead ensure impartiality rule of law, said Meenakshi Ganguly, Deputy Assistant Director at Human Rights Watch. As the United Nations has said, the interim government should focus on urgent reforms to the political system and economic governance. The United Nations report found that the violation included extrajudicial killings, indiscriminating firing, and mass arrests and torture, and it's estimated that up to 1,400 people were killed between July 1 and August 15, the vast majority shot by Bangladesh's security forces. The report described a disturbing picture in which accountability and justice are essential for national healing. The recent violence began as Sheikh Hasina announced that she would address her supporters online on February 7. While in exile in India, this announcement led to the furious protest by students and others that had forced her to step down, including by attacking properties belongings to her family or party leaders. They also demolished the home of her father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who led the independent war against Pakistan. The home had been turned into a memorial museum. Operation Devil Hunt was launched after a clash between Awami League members and student protesters on February 8. Awami League supporters, in an attempt to block a group of students from attacking the home of a former minister, caused serious injuries. The interim government said the security operation would target groups linked to the fallen autocrat regime, describing them as a devil. The interim government has criticized Hasina for inciting violence and has asked India to extradite her to face trial. Yunus has also called for calm, saying respecting the rule of law is what differentiates the new Bangladesh we are working together to build from the old Bangladesh under the fascist regime. However, the government should also recognize the right to the peaceful assembly and protest, even by supporters of the former authoritarian government, is a fundamental right protected under international law. Human Rights Watch said international human rights standards provide the law enforcement agencies should protect the facility that right and should apply non-violent means as much as possible before reporting to the use of force. The Yunus government has an important task of ensuring order. It should consider bringing a consensus resolution at the upcoming United Nations Human Rights Council session in March to request technical assistance, further investigations and monitoring and reporting by United Nations background human rights experts. The resolution should also acknowledge the tyranny of the previous administration and recognize positive human rights steps taken by the interim government. Bangladesh are angry over the repression by the Hasina's administrations and they deserve justice and accountability. But it has to be rights representing manner, Ganguly said. All crimes, including mob violence, should be punished. But when authority figures characterize the opponents as the devil, it can fuel abuse by the security forces that have never faces accountability.